welcome. Thanks for joining us. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Seattle Mariners have already won the series, and now they go for the 4-game sweep, Chris. It's been a lopsided series so far.
Yeah, they've clearly been the better team, and I expect them to come out today looking to tie a bow on this series. And on the other side, most teams run into at least a 3-game sweep at some point, but not every team looks back at a 4-game sweep at the end of the year. And I'll say this, as a player, it's especially frustrating when the losses keep coming against the same team. So if they can salvage a win today, this series won't go down quite as sour.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Gaylord Perry. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Ready to go? And stepping in for Boston, Dave Collins.
The right fielder, Dave Collins.
The pitch. And a foul ball. And the righty deals. Foul ball there. That one is upstairs.
It's a good take.
And he deals.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Oh.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit. The throw into second, but he's in there easily.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
And here is Alan Bannister. 5 for 14 in the series coming in. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
That's to third, and that chance handled. Gets it to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Otto Velez up next for the Red Sox. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
It misses. It's a strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Johnny Bench up next for the Red Sox. Flips the corner, and it's 0-1. pitch. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond, and the inning is over. One hit, one left. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Siggy, and towing the slab, number 28.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the second baseman, Dave Cash.
The second baseman, Dave Cash.
The pitch. Cash, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. That's off the mark. 1-1. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The wind and the pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. Missed inside with the curve.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And there's ball 4.
Leading off for the Mariners.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Bill North. With just 1 hit in 9 at-bats so far in this series. And there's a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
At the plate, number 31. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Now a fly ball to right center. Long run. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Batting 4.
And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the finale of this 4-game set. Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Snap throw to first. Cash back in standing. And now the lefty gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Two outs. Runner on the go. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that ends the inning. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. We'll head to inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park. No score. Top of the second. And now Chet Lemon.
Chet Lemon.
Perry back to work. And that's in there at the knees.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that one is lifted in the air. On the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Jason Thompson up next for the Red Sox. 3 for 11 in the series coming in. Just missed. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Lifted in the air down the left side. Makes the catch for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, number 48.
2 outs, base is empty. Here now the Red Sox DH.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
1 strike.
Out to short, Russell. Whips it to first. That's out number 3. Nothing doing for Boston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in Seattle, here's the veteran outfielder, Bill Robinson.
The left fielder, Bill Robinson.
The wind of the pitch. Nice curveball for a strike. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Steve Yeager. Just missed. And a pitch. And a good eye there.
Boog, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yep, exactly.
Fastball for a strike. And a count 2-1. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Kicks and fires. Pitches in the dirt, and that's ball 3. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
The 3-1. And that one fouled off. Robinson gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground to third, might be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Now it's the shortstop, Bill Russell. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Swings through that one.
No ball. 2 strike.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Bench collects, fires to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. On to the 3rd inning. So stepping in for Boston, Ron Washington.
Washington.
And here it comes. And there's the strike. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
The pitch. This is outside. Now 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Sets him down looking. Throws him with the heater at the knees.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Number 51.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop. 4 hits and 11 tries so far in the series. Lifted in the air out to left. Robinson makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Collins stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And another ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 outs, base is empty. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that is that. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now here's the veteran DH, number 22. The pitch. And that's outside. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that skips into dirt. That one finds the zone. 2-2 now. Kicks and deals. That's off the mark. Full count now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Out towards left center. Velez brings it in, and there's 1 down.
Batting 9th, the first baseman, Chris Chambliss.
Here's the veteran first baseman, Chris Chambliss. And ball 1. And a big swing and a miss.
21.
To the right side. And that one handled. 2 away.
Up next for Seattle, the second baseman, Dave.
Back to the top of the lineup, Dave Pash. Up next for the Mariners. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Foul ball. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. There's the strike. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. So they make short work of him there. 3 innings complete. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Down the number 2 hitter, Alan Bannister. Bannister in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick in 2024. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Red Sox, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Squeezes it. 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Otto Velez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Next pitch is outside. And the count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
On the ground to third. Throws to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Johnny Bench. 0 for 1 so far. That's in there. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the 4th, no score. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Bill North. As the lefty gets to work. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
No play. That's an infield single.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, the speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Number 31 in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
North aboard here at first with nobody out. The tag and got him at second. And the 0-1. Bounce to the left side. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, number 6.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. He's 0 for 1. That misses, and that is ball 1. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hard hit to third. Throws across the diamond, and that will end the inning. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Back in Seattle, ready now for the 5th inning. And now the center fielder, Chet Lemon. Perry back to work. Line drive. Corrals it. 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Jason Thompson. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Laced down the line, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much. Man at first with 1 gone. Now here's the Red Sox DH. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch is downstairs.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Hit on the ground might be 2. There's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Ron Washington up next for the Red Sox. His first at bat was a strikeout. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Next offering is in for a strike. Outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. And that chance handled. That's the 3rd out. So they've been held scoreless through 5. And we still have no score. Back at T-Mobile Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for Seattle, Bill Robinson. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And a swing and a miss there. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Number 53 getting loose out there. The Y to kick the pitch. Big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. That one not close. Going to count 1-2. That's out to center field. And there's one away. Steve Yeager will hit next.
Catcher, Steve Yeager.
In the dirt, and that's ball one. Right through there for a strike. And a pitch. On the ground to third. Slides for the stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Bill Russell up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss, and that is strike one.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Two outs. The shortstop takes a ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. And stepping in for Boston, number 51. The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
So the batting order turns over. Dave Collins, the next to hit. Fought off foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
1 down, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
We see a lot of pitchers working the upper part of the zone these days, especially late in the count. But here, he goes high and hard twice to start the at-bat. At that point, it's really tough to have any idea what's coming next if you're in the box. Makes you very vulnerable to a good breaking ball like that down below the zone.
Now a chance for Alan Bannister. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Here comes the 0-1. Line drive. That's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
The batter. The
So
left-hander.
impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Velez, the next to hit, takes outside. Bannister, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Fastball for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Here comes a pitch. In the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
The catcher, number 5, Johnny.
And next for the Red Sox, Johnny Bench. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. And the pitch. Slap the other way, foul. And there's a ball.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
2 outs.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Chet Lemon on deck for Boston. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the Mariners DH, number 22. And he deals. Ball 1, no strikes. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 54, up and throwing. Number 55, also throwing. The pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. Around first and hustling for second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Number 28 done for the day, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New
Now
pitcher for the Red Sox, number 53.
Number 53.
This is his 3rd time out this year. Chris Chambliss digs in now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that one almost hit him. with the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. Out to center. He's under it. Drops into the glove. And there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Dave Cash.
Next to hit, Dave Cash. Swings through that.
Wow.
Go ball.
That's not even close to the zone.
Way inside. Swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That one lifted to left. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Bill North.
So up next, Bill North. Fastball for a strike. And he dodges that fastball. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Runner at second. 2 down. Swing and a pop up. He's under it. Brings it in. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We're through 6 full, and we still have no score. All set for the start of the inning. Joe stepping in for Boston. Chet Lemon.
Lemon.
The pitch. That misses, and it's 1-0. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Lifted in the air, right center field. North snags it on the run.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jason
Next to hit, Jason Thompson. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Hit in the air, center field. Settles underneath it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, number 48.
Here now the Red Sox DH. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. All tied up here, the top half of inning number 7. And there's a base hit to left. And that keeps the inning going.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Ron Washington up next for the Red Sox.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Right-hander kicks, deals. Just a weak fly ball this time. Grabs it on the run. And that's the 3rd out. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. And we still have no score. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 55. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. And now the right fielder.
Number 31.
And a pitch. Ball one there.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
The pitch. Up and in. 2-0. There's a strike. And the righty deals. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On the ground, out to short. On to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The batter, number 6.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air, out towards right center. Collins on the move to the gap. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
The left fielder, Bill Robinson.
Now here is Bill Robinson. 1 for 2. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Righty delivers to 3rd. And that one finds its way through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Number 54. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Steve Yeager up next for the Mariners. First pitch misses. 2 outs. Couldn't chase that time. The 2-0 is in for a strike. And a pitch. That one missed.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Bill Russell on deck for the M's. And here it comes. Fly ball center field. Lemon sizes this one up, and that is the inning. Mariners leave 1, and we are still scoreless. Back in Seattle for the top of the 8th, and stepping in for Boston, number 51. The wind and the pitch. That's a little bit low. Yeah, there's a ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. That's in there, and it's 2-2.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Dave Collins getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Good eye right there. Swing and a miss at 1 above the zone.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a slow roller. Cash on the run, sent it over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. A nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And next for the Red Sox, Alan Bannister. Wouldn't chase that time. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground, right side, Cash fires over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. No score. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tom Bruno. Bill Russell now at the plate.
Mariners, the shortstop, Bill Russell.
The pitch. That one at the knees for a strike. Now the 0-1. Line to left. Fair ball. And now he Gets into the corner. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Now, number 22. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Ground ball left side. Throws to first in time. One gone to the bottom of the eighth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And here's the first baseman, Chris Chambliss. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Number 46, the left-hander, up and throwing. Number 47, warming up as well. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. That delivers outside.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter in the back of the mind. You're wondering, with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
And at second. That one misses. And now 3-0.
Would love to see him get the green light, even with the 3-0 count right here. Let's see if he can create some magic.
On the ground. And that one finds its way through. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just one of those seam high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So the lineup flips over. Dave Cash, the next to hit. Corner infielders playing in. First pitch just misses. With the go-ahead run at third, here the bottom half of the eighth inning. Flips the corner, and the count even at one. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Bounce to third. Washington. Over to second for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, number 46.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And up next for Seattle, Bill North. And first offering is fouled off. One run across in the frame so far here in the finale of this 4-game set. Swings through that one for strike 2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Here's the 0-2.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. And now the lefty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. We go to the 9th. Now the left fielder, Otto Velez.
Otto Velez.
Perry back to work. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
And he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
On the ground, right side, Cash. In plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the 9th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Johnny Bench. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering misses down and away. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Looking to get the tying run on base. And another ball.
Well, just very efficient out there on the mound. I mean, just a great outing. He's just now getting to 100 pitches.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The wind of the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Gaylord Perry is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Number 29 gets handed the rock out of the pen. This is his first appearance of the season. Lemon in the box now. Takes strike one.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pickoff throw. Walker back easily. Walker, the base runner at first with 1 out. In the air, right field. Makes the grab.
The batter, the first baseman, Jason Thompson.
So they're down to their final out. And now the first baseman, Jason Thompson.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around the score and tie this ball game up.
2 outs. Fought off foul. One strike away. Left-hand hitter waits. Breaking ball inside. 1-2 the count.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Kicks and fires. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. At the belt and fires. Not close with that one. It's 2-2. This ball's chopped on the ground. Russell on the first. Ball game. And the Mariners claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Nice sweep in this series, and you continue playing at home. Everything feels good right now. This is the type of run that you can put together a nice long winning streak. We'll see if they're able to do it in the next game.
1-0 the final. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. For the Red Sox, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And our pitcher tonight, number 43. What do we need to know here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
So in now for Cleveland, Alfredo Griffin.
The pitcher, Alfredo Griffin.
Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone, and that's how this series begins. And that drops in for a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Up and in. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Down.
Kicks and deals. And that one hit to first, and he takes it himself for the out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Mike Hargrove digs in for the Guardians. Hargrove, multi-time All-Star, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a 10th round pick in 2024. And that one is lifted in the air. Oliver makes the grab for the second out. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the veteran second baseman. He swings and fouls one off. The wind of the pitch. Good eye in that spot. Next offering is down low. Two outs, base is empty. Two down, nobody on. Bounce to the right. Cash tosses to first, and that is the third out of the inning. Guardians fail to score. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, Our starting pitcher in this one, Brian Holton. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle into pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
Out to short, Griffin. One up, one down. Now Scott Service lined up for the Seattle Mariners. Here's the veteran shortstop. There's a strike. One out, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Number 6 in the box here lets that one go for a ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Out to short, Griffin. Gathers and throws to first. And that is that. 1 left for Seattle. We played an inning, no score. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians. Number 26. The wind to kick the pitch. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Drops one down in front of the plate. Throw, save. And that was close. So now the DH spot, Dave Edwards. That's in there. Strike 1. Runner on the go. Rolled slowly to first. And he picks it up in foul territory. And the pitch. That's outside. And the count is 1-2. Runner at first with no outs here.
same pitch back-to-back. That's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
And here's the veteran outfielder. First offering, and it just misses. Righty to the plate. Fouled off. He was late. Ball to strike. The pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Man at first, one away. Check on the runner, and he's back in easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And he deals. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Nasty fourth ball for strike 3.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Throw in Holtz, the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Batting eighth.
Now it's the right fielder.
Number 24.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And a pitch.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Guardians strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Al Oliver.
Al Oliver.
Holton back to work. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Just missed. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-1 now. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
The 2-1. Line drive, base hit.
Batting 6. The first baseman, Chris.
Stepping in, Chris Chambliss. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. And that one off the outside edge. Oliver gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. And that's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter.
In now is the Mariners
22.
DH. And that's in for a strike. Yo one. And that one fouled off. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and that is a big first out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
2 on, 1 out. Jeff Newman will hit next. That one clips the outside corner. That's strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The Mariners looking to strike first here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
One ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. He's under it. He's got it. 2 away now.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, Bill Robinson.
So first and second with 2 outs. And stepping in for the Mariners, Bill Robinson. Right through there for a strike. That's to third, and that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. 1-0.
Big RBI for him right there. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Dave Cash. Grounded out his first time. And a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. And
Ball
downstairs.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to third. Gets to it with a slide. Gathers and throws, and they get the out. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Down the third baseman, John Money. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
The 0-2.
Oh, that's out.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires to first on the run. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Alfredo Griffin. He's 0 for 1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And that's in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And first offering is fouled off.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
That's in there. The M's leading by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Out there to center. And it falls. And that keeps the inning alive.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Right through there for a strike. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Hargrove around third. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder. Bounced out to short. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Seattle. And now the shortstop, number 19.
The shortstop, number 19.
And a pitch. In there at the knees. And that's strike 1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
One there. Swing and a ball lifted left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, number 31.
And now the right fielder. And he's already singled in this game. Just missed. Tied up here in the early going. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
It's a good take.
And another ball. The pitch. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The kick, the 3-2. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Center field. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, number 6.
Here's the third baseman. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And that one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Two outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nobody left for Seattle. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back at T-Mobile Park, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Dave Edwards. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1. And the slider just misses. And that one a little below the knees. 2-1.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, number 9.
Here's the left fielder. He's 0 for 1. Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Stays alive. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Fights it off, you'll see another. The pitch. And that's the first out. Now the catcher up to hit, Terry Kennedy. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now it's the right fielder. Off the mark there. 1-0. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Fly ball down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. On the ground to first. Could be extra bases. Edwards around second, headed for third. And that's a double.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Down the third baseman, Don Money. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
0-1.
On the ground to short. Jump throw. And that is the inning.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Bottom four, and here is Al Oliver.
The center fielder, Al Oliver.
The wind and the pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Now batting, first base.
And now for Seattle, Chris Chambliss. He reached on a walk his first time. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Chambliss, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2024.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. You're a little late, opposite field knock.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And next is the designated hitter. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1's the count.
Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. On the ground to third. Money. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
The catcher, number 5.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Man at first, and here's the catcher, Jeff Newman. Foul ball there. Righty delivers, and that one fouled off.
One ball,
chase that
2
time.
strikes.
A base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brian Holton departs, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Now on the bump, number 52. On for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Now at the plate, Bill Robinson. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Two outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Bounce to the left side, and it stays fair around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Comes through with the RBI. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Back to the top of the lineup, Dave Pash up next for the Mariners.
Nope,
and takes low for ball one.
Not the easiest thing
Ball one,
when
no
you're
strike.
talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
2 on, 2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Out to short, Griffin. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Alfredo Griffin. The pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
You know, these Guardians, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Little chopper rolls foul. The Guardians down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Out to short. Whips it across. 2 down.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Number 4.
Now it's the second baseman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Guardians trailing by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Ground ball right side. Sends it to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 2 and the Guardians 1. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, number 19.
Leading up for the Mariners, the shortstop.
And a pitch.
Number 19.
On a line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Wastes no time there. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and whipped it into the outfield.
Now the right fielder, 1 for 2. That's hard hit in the line. And it's caught for the out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners. In there at the knees. 0-1. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Number 56 appears to be getting loose. Number 53 getting cranked up as well. Ball. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it and it cost him.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Turned on, but that's foul down the 3rd baseline. Man at second. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Al Oliver up next for the Mariners. In the dirt, but kept close, and the runner holds. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Towards first, Hargrove. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mariners leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the center fielder, number 26. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That one is absolutely belted, and it's into the gap. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the DH, Dave Edwards.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The 1-0. Fouled off down the right side. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And the right-hander deals. Softly hit to third. Zips it to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Now the left fielder. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog. Not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Steps on first for the out.
Now battle the catcher, Terry.
And now Terry Kennedy.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Kicks and fires. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Robinson tracks it down for the out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mariners 2 and the Guardians 1. Bottom of the 6th. And now for Seattle, Chris Chambliss.
The first baseman, Chris.
Here's something cool, Boo. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
The pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one to first. Can't field it cleanly. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Now it's the Mariners DH. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. And
Nope.
that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Way out front for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. In the air, out towards left center. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The catcher, number 5, Jeff Newman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the batter now, Jeff Newman. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball,
2 down,
1 strike.
nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mariners go down quietly there, but they still lead it 2-1. And we're back. Digging in, number 24. Number 32 taking over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The wind of the pitch. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Right side. He takes it on his own, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So digging in, Don Money. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Out to short. Tosses to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Alfredo.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Now it's going to be Alfredo Griffin. Hit in the air, left field. Robinson drifts towards it, and that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 56.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The wind of the pitch. Robinson in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Dave Cash.
And up next for Seattle, Dave Cash. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. First pitch misses. Activity in the bullpen. Number 55 preparing to come on if needed. Right through there for a strike. This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. 1 for 3. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1.
Well, a good first pitch changeup there. In order to be effective, you've got to really sell it. Good arm speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
Ball to strike. Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back at T-Mobile Park, we go to the 8th. So in now for Cleveland, Mike Hargrove. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, number 29.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And he deals. And that one almost got him. Pitch misses, and now 2-0.
2-0.
That one hooked foul. Here comes a pitch. To third. And foul ball. The 2-2. On the ground to third, and that one handled. Sends it across to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Number 4.
Number 4, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. In there at the knees. And the pitch. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He powers that one out of here. That's career homer number 149, and they tie it up. It's 2-2.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Down the line, and it's foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
And now it's going to be Dave Edwards. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Righty to the plate. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. That one missed. 2 outs. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out without a swing. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. But this clutch home run gets us even again. 2-2 game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 53. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now it's the right fielder.
Number 31.
And here it comes. And ball 1.
Count 1-0.
There's a strike. Bounce to third. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Number 6 in the box now. Take strike 1. Good eye right there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 55 up and loosening in the pen. And a pitch. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Well done behind the dish.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was off. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Oliver at the plate and takes high there. Strike right there. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 ball.
With the go-ahead run at first. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. And the pitch. And another ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Squirts away a little bit. In there. He's safe. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough, and that takes the double play opportunity away for now.
Kicks and deals. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Lifted in the air down the left side. Makes a nice running catch. 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Chris Chambliss. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. And he chases a high fastball there.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, but we've got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Man on second, 2 down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swung on, belted. That's back. Gone. He muscles that one out of here. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Next is the designated hitter. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Not even close there. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. In the dirt, now 2-0. Right through there for a strike. The 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Throw to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Two come in on this Seattle homer. Last chance coming up for the Guardians. Back in Seattle, all set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the left fielder, number 9. Tippy Martinez comes out trying to close it out.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
The pitch. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
And now the lefty. Swinging a foul straight back. The wide to kick the pitch. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the catcher, Terry Kennedy. And it's fouled away. Struck him out looking. And the Guardians with 1 out left.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
And now, number 24. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. The Guardians trailing by 2 here at the top of the ninth. To first, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling. It's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score tonight First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. For Cleveland, 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.